The ultimate goal of the human body is survival. For the body to survive and function at its highest level of energy and alertness, there must be a law within the body that dictates its behavior according to internal and external conditions, ensuring the conditions for survival are met. This law is the body's circadian rhythm. According to the circadian rhythm, our body emits specific signals throughout each 24-hour period. The circadian rhythm is a type of internal timing structure present in the bodies of humans and other living organisms, aiding in the regulation of their biological activities. This circadian rhythm is controlled by a series of cellular and molecular activities that cyclically repeat throughout a day. The circadian rhythm has evolved due to the body's need to adapt to various environmental conditions encountered throughout a day. For example, changes in light and darkness of day and night, fluctuations in temperature and air pressure, as well as various activities necessary for survival and daily tasks. The circadian rhythm enables the body to perform optimally at appropriate times, and by regulating activities and rest periods, it ensures greater efficiency. This biological law regulates the body over each 24-hour period, emitting specific signals throughout the day and night. These signals include various sensations such as hunger, drowsiness, and fluctuations in energy levels. This process creates a rhythm of energy that cyclically repeats throughout a day. This awareness of the circadian rhythm becomes valuable when we can utilize it and synchronize with our body's clock, allowing us to achieve our goals through increased productivity. Because we know that progress in life requires us to reach the goals we set for ourselves. This fact makes scheduling and increasing our work efficiency crucial. To familiarize and synchronize with the circadian rhythm of the body, we need to become acquainted with this chart. This chart section pertains to time, meaning one day. However, since we sleep at night, we only examine from 6 a.m. to 12 midnight. This chart section is related to our energy levels at different hours, ranging from 0 to 100. So here, this energy rhythm that has been created, and its bottom part is marked in red, meaning that the energy level of a person is low at this hour. And gradually throughout the day, this energy level fluctuates between low and high. Of course, this rhythm is correct for some individuals, while others have different energy rhythms. So, in these parts of the chart and at these times of the day, we are at our highest energy levels, and in these other parts and at these times, we are at our lowest energy levels. And today in this video, we will explore how to recognize our circadian rhythm and how to synchronize with it. From a biological perspective, timing is everything. Activity performed at a specific time in human life can enhance balance and energy. And if the same activity is done at a different time, it can lead to imbalance and fatigue. We humans are sensitive machines when it comes to time. Additionally, it seems that we require regular sleep and nutrition at specific times to enable our body clock to function harmoniously. One of the most crucial factors that disrupts the body's circadian rhythm is inadequate sleep. The body's sleep regulation center is located in the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus is the site of production and secretion of the hormone melatonin, also known as the sleep hormone. The secretion of this hormone is light-dependent. When there is a lot of light, your brain doesn't allow the production of melatonin in large amounts. However, with reduced light and receiving signals from the optic nerve sent to the brain, the level of melatonin increases, inducing drowsiness. Even the instructions for medication administration at different times of the day indicate the importance of paying attention to the body's circadian rhythm and the energy rhythm it creates within the human body. Based on the information provided, we conclude that each individual has a rhythm and pattern of energy in the body that repeats every 24 hours. Well, we aim to synchronize with our circadian rhythm to enhance our productivity. According to this rhythm, we are at our peak energy and alertness levels during certain hours of the day, and at lower energy and alertness levels during other hours. We know that different tasks require varying levels of energy and alertness. Some tasks require more energy, while others require less energy. We should tackle more challenging tasks during peak energy times, and simpler tasks during times when our energy is lower. What is crucial here is that the circadian rhythm in each individual's body causes different energy rhythms to occur throughout each 24-hour period in different individuals. So, some of us are at peak energy in the morning, while others are at peak energy in the evening. So, we should be able to identify the energy rhythm in our body over each 24-hour period to perform different tasks at the appropriate times. And this means that each of us, as humans, if we want to work at our peak, need to recognize this energy pattern in our body and perform our tasks throughout the day based on this pattern. I have often found that ignoring this pattern and circadian rhythm has caused numerous problems for me in accomplishing tasks. So, we must acknowledge that if we are unaware of this pattern and energy rhythm in our body, we may perform our tasks at inappropriate times during the day, resulting in decreased speed and quality of our work and life. I make very good decisions at night, because at night, I am full of positive energy, decisions, and good feelings. But the next morning, when I wake up from sleep to change my life, there is no sign of those feelings and positive energy anymore. The energy rhythm in our lives is such that we experience 3 stages of energy each day based on our circadian rhythm: peak energy, energy dip, energy recovery. Peak energy, when we are at the highest level of energy and alertness. Energy dip, when we are at the lowest level of energy and alertness. Energy recovery, when we are transitioning from the energy dip towards peak energy. The energy rhythm varies among different individuals. Some of us are at our peak in the morning, while others are at night. Based on this energy level, we can liken humans to 3 birds according to their circadian rhythm: lark, sparrow, and owl. Larks and sparrows are individuals who are at their peak energy in the morning, and in the afternoon, they typically reach their energy dip. And at night, they are in the energy recovery phase, transitioning from the energy dip to peak energy. For owls, the opposite is true. If we are like owls, we experience an energy dip in the morning. And at night, we are at our peak, meaning at the highest level of alertness and energy. However, owls start moving towards higher energy and alertness around 10 or 11 in the morning. Sparrows typically reach their peak energy levels around 10 or 11 in the morning. But how do we know which category we belong to? In fact, we have various ways to identify our energy pattern. But the best way is to observe yourself on a day off and see whether you have more energy and alertness in the morning or at night, and consider doing this for a few days. If you're at your peak energy in the morning, you're a lark. If you're at your peak energy in the morning, especially around 10 or 11 a.m., you're a sparrow. If your peak energy time is at night, you're an owl. And if you pay attention, typically for all groups, afternoon, after we eat, there is a period of energy decline. That's why in the afternoons, after eating, we often feel extremely sleepy. If we do difficult tasks in the afternoons, or if we assign harder tasks to owls in the mornings, what would happen? In that case, we would definitely encounter problems. After working on the subject for a few minutes, we realize that our efforts to accomplish that task are futile. Here, what's happening is that we're working in contradiction with our body's energy pattern. However, there is an important question regarding the body's circadian rhythm. How is the body's circadian rhythm formed? Actually, the body's circadian rhythm isn't formed through teaching and learning. Rather, this pattern is shaped based on age and genetics. We know that different tasks require different levels of energy. We need to know precisely how to schedule simpler tasks during periods of recovery and energy decline throughout the day, and place more challenging tasks for peak energy times. There are some different tasks that require varying levels of energy and alertness. Here, we introduce them. Analytical tasks. They require the highest level of energy. Decision-making tasks. They require the highest level of energy. Visual tasks, such as some creative tasks, they don't require a high level of energy. Asterisk influential tasks. They require a moderate level of energy. In this table, we aim to examine these 4 types of tasks, which require different levels of energy and alertness in larks, sparrows, and owls, and see when it is best to perform each task. In the table, you see that analytical tasks, which require a lot of energy, should be performed by larks in the early morning, sparrows in the early morning and midday, and owls in the evening and night. Insightful tasks, which require a lower level of energy, should be performed by both larks and sparrows in the twilight and early night, and by owls in the morning. Influential tasks, which require a good level of energy, should be performed by everyone in the morning. Decision-making tasks, which require a high level of energy, should be performed by larks in the early morning, by sparrows in the early morning to midday, and by owls in the dusk and night. We see that paying attention to this pattern can change many things in our daily schedule. Now we need to do tasks at appropriate times according to our circadian rhythm. The more we pay attention to our behaviors, the more we can become aware of our energy patterns, and thus, we can consider the best time to do our tasks throughout the day. Now we can understand why many of us humans are often in the habit of punishing ourselves. I was one of those who wanted to resist my body's circadian rhythm. I wanted to eat less during lunchtime. I aim to skip my afternoon nap by eating less during the day, exercising, watching movies, and even doing other tasks in the afternoon. It's true that there are different opinions about napping in various sources, with some considering it beneficial and others viewing it negatively. However, according to this energy rhythm, we can see that almost all humans experience a decline in energy and alertness levels during the afternoon and post-lunch period. Even experiments have shown that afternoon napping has benefits for humans. 1. Regular afternoon napping can be effective for cardiovascular health, reducing the risk of heart attacks and cardiovascular diseases by up to 30%. A peaceful nap can regulate heart rate, blood pressure, and reduce bodily stress. 2. Increased mental alertness. Heavy eyelids and drowsiness hinder concentration and impair cognitive function. Try to take breaks during the day and give your eyes and mind some time to rest and rejuvenate so that they regain their strength, ensuring you have enough energy to carry out your other tasks later in the day. 3. Sleep. Stronger than caffeine. Many people rely on drinking coffee and caffeinated beverages throughout the day to maintain energy levels and prevent fatigue and drowsiness. A sleep expert conducted an interesting experiment comparing the effects of 200 milligrams of caffeine with a 60 to 90-minute nap and found that sleep improved verbal memory, motor skills, and perceptual learning, whereas caffeine had no practical positive effect in these areas. So, instead of trying to push through and prevent yourself from resting and sleeping by relying on strong coffees, it's better to let your brain surrender to sleep for an hour and allow it to recuperate, injecting renewed energy into your body. 4. Preventing weight gain. During sleep, not only do you not eat anything and have no opportunity to consume extra calories, but you also burn calories, and your basal metabolism doesn't stop during sleep. So, good and timely sleep can even help you lose weight. Now, let's explore the consequences of sleep deprivation together. Working continuously without sufficient rest not only fails to increase the speed of your tasks, but it also diminishes the quality of your work. Insufficient sleep leads to cortisol secretion, the stress hormone in the body, and excess cortisol causes elevated blood sugar and abdominal fat. This destructive process will lead to muscle weakness and immune system impairment, memory impairment, and hormone dysfunction, ultimately culminating in long-term diabetes and cardiovascular disease. So, by incorporating a good and regular nap into our daily routine, we can address many issues such as fatigue and drowsiness, ensuring that we are better equipped to tackle the rest of our day, ultimately enhancing our productivity. Napping during the day helps both larks and sparrows to recover from the fatigue of heavy tasks they've undertaken in the morning. It also assists owls in preparing for work during the night, which is their peak energy time. Let's review the concepts we've learned from this video in a mind map. The circadian rhythm creates a rhythm of energy in the human body over each 24-hour period. Based on this, we experience 3 phases throughout the day according to our energy levels: peak energy, energy dip, and energy recovery. Different tasks require varying levels of energy, so we should perform analytical and decision-making tasks that require high energy during our peak energy times, and perform visual tasks during our energy dip times, and perform impactful tasks during our energy recovery times. Larks and sparrows are at their peak energy in the morning and experience an energy dip at night. Owls are at their peak energy at night and experience an energy dip in the morning. So by identifying the rhythm of energy in our body, we can perform tasks at more suitable times. And this means higher productivity and a better life. So let's try to better understand our energy rhythm to live better. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.